You can absolutely run cost segregation numbers yourself. The real question is, where's the line between smart DIY planning and I just create a problem for myself with the IRS? That's what this lesson is about. By the end of this video, you will know 3 things very clearly. When it's smart to use a simple Cost Seg template on your own, when you should pull in a tax professional, and when you really need a full engineering-based study from a specialist. If you are an investor or landlord who likes DIY, this is how you get clarity without overstepping. If you are a tax pro or you help sell Cost Seg services, this is the language you can use so clients understand what a template can and cannot do. Right now, you are in Model 2 Lesson 1 where we're drawing that line between safe planning and risky filing position. Let's start with the fun part, what DIY Cost Seg is actually great for. First up, think of DIY Cost Seg template as a calculator, not a legal opinion. It's a planning tool. It's there to help you ask what if, not to be your final tax authority. Here are the things a simple template is excellent at. First, it's great for roughly estimating how much of a property might land in the fast bucket, 5 years, 7 years, and 15 years, versus being stuck in the 27.5 or 39-year straight line. You are not trying to be perfect here. You are trying to see the shape of the deal. Second, it's great for comparing properties before you buy. If you are an investor looking at 2 deals like property A and property B, and you can plug in some real estate assumption and ask, if I buy A instead of B, how much more early depreciation I might get. That's incredibly useful when you are deciding where to put your next chunk of capital. Third, it's great for rough return on investment questions. For example, if I spend $3,000 on a professional study for this building, does it look like the extra first year deduction will be closer to $30K or $300K? You are using the template to decide whether the juice is worth the squeeze. Fourth, it's great for timing decision. You can model, if I place this property in service this year versus next year, where do I want the deduction to land, this tax year or the next? That's powerful if you are juggling multiple acquisitions or trying to smooth out your taxable income. And finally, it's great for education. As you adjust the percentage on each bucket, you start to see how much of your building is actually sitting in that fast lane we talked about earlier in the course. If you are newer to Cost Seg, this is one of the fastest ways to build intuition. So if you are using a template for planning, deal comparison, timing, and self-education, you are in the safe zone. This part of the lesson is for investor, landlord, and tax pro who want better decisions without stepping into audit defense authority. Now let's talk about where DIY stops. So this is our next point to discuss, right? A DIY template is not a substitute for a detailed engineering-based study, especially when the stakes are high. Here are some clear red flags that tell you DIY alone isn't enough for this one. Say, for example, the property value is high. Think 7-figure or more. The building has specialized systems like lab, manufacturing, restaurant, medical facility, data center, anything with complicated electrical, HVAC, or plumbing. You are doing a big tenant improvement or a custom build out with a lot of unique work. Or you don't have good cost detail. Your record basically say total project, $3.2 million and not much else. In those situations, trying to guess your way through a template is not just sloppy, it's risky. The IRS expects that large and complex properties are analyzed using recognized methods, which support that ties back to plans, invoice, and engineering logic. They are not surprised to see cost segregation. They are interested in how you got your numbers. So here, how to use a DIY template in bigger cases, whether you are an investor or a tech pro. Use a template at the high level to see whether a study is likely worth it. If the early numbers look promising, when you bring in an engineer-based provider to actually do the detailed work and produce a supportable report. The template helps you decide whether to pursue a study or not. It does not replace the study itself. That's the line we're drawing in this part of the lesson. Now let's zoom in on why the IRS cares so much about method and documentation. The IRS doesn't hate cost segregation. They literally had an audit technique guide dedicated to it. What they care about is, how did you get your number? And can you back them up if someone asks a question 3 years from now? From their point of view, a strong cost seg position had 3 ingredients. First, a reasonable method for breaking the property into components. Second, support for how you assign costs to each bucket. Third, documentation that someone can follow later, especially an examiner or an IRS engineer. When you are in poor planning mode using a DIY template, you might rely on rule of thumb percentage, market benchmark, or simplified assumptions. That's fine for planning. That's what this part of the course is about. But the trouble starts when someone takes that rough planning estimate from a spreadsheet on a large property and treat it as if it were a full documented engineering grade study. At that point, you are skipping the method and the documentation the IRS expects for a big, complex, or expensive project. So I want you to keep that face in your head and you keep going through the course. Planning estimate live in my templates. Filing positions for big or complex projects need real support. If you are an investor, that's how you stay confident. If you are a tax pro, that's how you stay safe and credible with your clients. Now let's talk directly to the tax pro and the cost seg sales prep for a moment. How should you frame template with clients? Here's a simple way to describe it. The template is a planning aid. It helps us estimate the benefits of cost segregation and compare options. When the numbers get big or the property get complex, we still rely on engineering-based studies to support what actually goes on the tax return. One sentence, a lot of protection. That framing does 3 things. It set expectations so clients don't think, like say for example, $99 spreadsheet is a substitute for a professional study on a $10 million building. It keeps you in the role you actually want, advisor and planner, not amateur engineer. And it positions cost seg study in a thoughtful business decision, not just a sales pitch. You can also use the template as a qualification tool. If the estimated first year benefit look tiny compared to the fee, you can say a full study probably isn't worth it here. If the estimated benefit is large, you can say this is the kind of project where a professional study usually makes sense. Let's talk about timing and next steps. So in this section, if you're a tax pro or sales prep, the takeaway is use the template to screen and educate and save the heavy lifting for a proper engineering-based study when it's justified. All right, next week, the actual planning template we are using in this course. We designed the template to live firmly in the safe zone, and we have been talking about here how you use it so we can move into the hand-on lesson. You will enter basic facts about the property like purchase price, land, value, improvement, and a few assumptions about what's inside. The template will estimate how much of the cost fall into the 5-year, 15-year, or long life property. You will see an approximate first-year deduction with and without accelerated depreciation under the current rules. It lets you answer a few key questions. Does this property look like a strong candidate for a professional study? Or is it more of a use straight line and move on situation? The key mindset is this: we treat the output as directional, not sacred. If the templates tell you there might be $200,000 of short life property here, that's your prompt to think about the next steps, not your final field return number. In the next lesson, we are going to talk through this template step by step so you can see every input and understand what it's doing behind the scenes. Let's bring everything together and then preview where we're going next. Safe DIY cost segregation is about knowing your lane. Use planning templates to understand what really inside your building, compare properties and projects, and estimate whether a full study might be worth it, especially under the big beautiful tax bill rules. But when the property is big, complex, or expensive, and when real dollars are on the line, that's when you say, I'm going to use the template for planning and then rely on professional engineering-based study to support the actual tax position. If you are an investor or landlord, here is your homework from this lesson. Pick one property, maybe your most recent purchase, or the next one you are eyeing, and mentally sort into one of the three buckets. Small and simple, so template only. Medium and important, template plus a conversation with your tax pro. Large or complex, template to estimate, then a professional study if the number justified it. If you are a tax pro or a Cost Seg sales prep, your homework is start using this language with clients. So you set expectation early, you stay in the advisory role, and you use the template as a filter instead of a crutch. In the next lesson, we are going to open the start here tab of the planning template and go line by line through every input, purchase price, land allocation, property type, and improvement, so you can start running your own safe DIY cost seg estimate with confidence. Once you are clear on where the line is, we will move into the practical side and actually start plugging number into the tools together.